Hey there everybody, Slippery Slope here with Java tutorial number 22, which is kind of interesting given that I just used the number 22 as an example in the for loop tutorial. And what we're going to do is we are going to go over escape sequences. Now you might hear that name and think, wow, this must be like some really totally cool horror movie or action movie or something where a character gets away. Not quite, but it's still mostly useful stuff. An escape sequence starts out with a backslash character, and after that we use another letter or another character, whether it's, say, an N, or, say, another backslash, or perhaps a T, or something else. This second character or letter, that is referred to as a control character because it controls the way that output is essentially displayed on your screen or on console. So let's type up some stuff just to give a quick example, and then we are going to try out using some of these escape sequences. System.println, we're going to do popular video games that critics dig. Semicolon, but of course, is system.out.println. Legend of Zelda. Let's say Ocarina of Time. I've heard some people call it Ocarina of Time. Or you could always be silly and type it up as Ocarina of the Time. That'd make you sound like an old person. Yeah, that's Zelda, Ocarina of the Time. Get with the times, old man. Or something like that. Final Fantasy VII. Awesome game. And, of course, let's go with Super Mario Galaxy. I could go Super Mario Bros. 3 or 64, but we'll go a little bit more modern. I really love what this game did for the Mario series, but that's another conversation for another day. So let's roll. Let's start out by pointing out that you can use a single quote or a double quote. What do I mean by that? Well, let's run it. Alrighty. And you will see that on the Super Mario Galaxy print line, we have a single quotation and a double quotation. Now, on the surface, it looks like this should be the end of our quote. This double quote would be the beginning, and this would be the end. But the thing is, Java acknowledges that you got this backslash right here, and it goes, okay, so this next character, it doesn't mean what it usually means in code. It's just a plain old regular old double quotation, and the same with this regular one quotation. It decides, okay, this is just some regular old character that our programmer here wants to output on console. Moving on, you can try this one. This is backslash and N. Let's run it. And what it does is it creates a new line, simple as that. Could you just use println for Final Fantasy and then 7? Sure. But when you're printing out data a certain way, say you're asking the user for input, and the way the input is outputted involves needing a new line, you might want to use this. There are some other clever ways to use this backslash N. So in future videos, we will very probably use it, so just keep it in mind. Beyond that, we could try this horizontal tab, and I'm going to put it in after Legend of Zelda. Let's run it here. And you have Legend of Zelda. With Zelda, we don't remember. Oh, yes, the Ocarina of Time, or Ocarina. I'm not really sure what the proper way is. So yeah, and you have all this white space right here because you told Java, or rather you told Eclipse, okay, so we're going to have this black slash. We're going to have this backslash T, and that's going to put in a regular old tab because this character right here, like Stone Cold Steve Austin says so. Let's see, we went over new lines, went over tabs, went over single quote, double quote. Just like a single quote or double quote, you can have two slashes. Just like any other one of these we've done, you can essentially have the second character be interpreted as just a regular old character. Of course, that applies more to the single quotation and double quotation elements, but yeah. Let's see, what else do we want to put here? There are a couple of others we could have. This is like an old-style typewriter. It's a \R. Run this. And what it does is it goes, okay, so we want to return back to the beginning and start on the next line. It's so you have Legend of Zelda print out on screen, and then it heads back to the beginning, and we have this one tiny white space here because we have that within our quote. So essentially we're told before going on to this next print line, we're going to chop this up, and we're going to have this be our next line before we move on to this sucker right here. So there are some practical uses for it, and again, it's something we just might use in a future video. So again, don't worry about memorizing, just keep it in mind. And this last one I saved for last because it's something that you're not going to really use in Eclipse, at least I don't. Let's try writing this. This is \B. And what you get is you get this wacky little block. It looks kind of like a quotation marker, like a sickle. It's just like, okay, what the heck are you trying to do? And that's a compatibility thing, and that's just Eclipse not liking it. But what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to move your cursor back, one space and one position. And this B would stand for backspace, but yeah, like the Pearl Jam album Backspacer. But no such luck. Well, it kind of is, because instead of having this space, we have this question mark. So in a way, yes, in a way, no. Anyways, that's it for now. If you like this video, feel free to subscribe, and we'll get to some more advanced stuff very shortly. This is Slippery Slip signing out. Peace, everybody.